Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Welcome to another video presentation of a VA foreclosure property here in Lakeland, Florida, which is in Central Florida. But before I begin with that, if you wish to pause on your video recording, just go over the top 10 reasons to buy VA foreclosures. I'm not going to go over these things. I want to limit my presentation to less than 10 minutes. So go ahead, pause for a moment and go over the top 10 reasons. The only takeaway you should have is that I do not believe you're going to find any properties out there in the country that have all the top 10 features. All right, so this is an amazing opportunity. VA foreclosures, if you qualify as an investor, you can purchase these. All right, and in order to, other than the top 10 reasons, as you can see right here, in order to qualify for my program, so I can guide you, you have to have at least 2 years of property investment experience. You have to go through a Vendee loan pre-approval for the 5% down as an investor, and then we need to have a consultation so I can go with the rigorous telephone interview and to go over a very, very stringent interview, as a matter of fact, to determine whether we should work with each other so you can benefit from our program. And of course, once you're committed to the program, I'm going to ask you to pay me an advance fee, non-refundable, of $1,997 for each VA foreclosure property to be purchased. All right, so with that said, and I'd like to direct your attention to this great property. There's a VA listing just came aboard, I believe yesterday. So therefore, this property, in about 3 to 5 days, the Department of Veteran Affairs, they will collect all the offers that are being submitted by owner-occupied buyers in the local market here in Lakeland, Florida, in Central Florida, as well as in real estate investors such as from our group, as well as real estate investors from throughout the country, and for that matter, throughout the world, who understand the value of buying this great government VA foreclosures. Okay, so again, pulling the trigger is a critical aspect of it. So if you are committed, motivated, qualified, and all that attributes, then you can potentially can benefit from this very unique program. So without further ado, let's go over the property in question, which is the listing is 145,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,240 square foot, and located in the heart of Central Florida. As you may or may not know, I've been promoting Central Florida for the past 10 years, and our network real estate agent, Jim Gillum, has been promoting traditional investment homes here in Central Florida and will continue to do so. But you know, the property that Jim has been promoting for our network here at the Yee Real Estate Network or for traditional 25% down payment kind of scenarios. But this is a different program than hers. But nevertheless, I know the area very well because she promoted, Jean promoted new construction in the Lakeland, Florida area several years ago, and this area is continuing to grow just like the rest of Central Florida. So needless to say, I have a very good track record in this area. Many of our investors have purchased in Central Florida in the past 10 years, and many will continue to purchase a lot of new construction in Central Florida. And Jim Gillum has been providing us with a lot of products. But this VA foreclosure is not part of Jim Gillum's products. It's just regular VA foreclosures that I'm promoting specifically for 5% down, as you know, right? So quickly, Lakeland is very, very fast growing. It's right in the heart of Central Florida. As you can see, you know, Tampa to the west, a mere 30 miles away, and then Orlando to the east, around 45 minutes to the east. So tremendous growth, one of the top growth areas in the country. So for the foreseeable, for a long time to come. All right, so now you know, very, very desirable. And the description associated with this property is just it's built 1988, so you know, not so new but not so old either. Very good condition. a good location, as I stated. Let me see anything I can pick up. Let's go over the condition of the property. There are 29 pictures. Whenever the government VA, whenever they certify a property that can qualify for Vendee Financing, 5% down, the vending, before they put this on the market, they ensure that the property is in good condition. So the only thing that's left to do for you as a buyer is to pay for your cosmetic repairs, and we don't know how much is it until you order the inspection report after. If, and there's a big if, your offer get accepted. My assumption was in the next few days there may be 10 to 15 offers for this property. So so if you're if you're in my program, you know who you are. Several of you are already been Vendee loan pre-approved, pay my fee already, and you will have the ability to pull the trigger very, very quickly. And for others, that you may be too late, perhaps, but this is indicative of other properties that can come into the inventory on a consistent weekly basis. So just to just to let you know about the excitement with this program. So if you want to join, of course, consult with me. So 29 pictures here. Very nice. Look at that. Very nice looking house, right? 1-story, 2-car garage. Let's look at inside. I always kind of concentrate on the carpet. So you may or may not need to change the carpet, but you look at the walls, look at the foundation, look, everything should be good. Electrical system, the roof, and the major areas should be already should be okay. Nothing needs to be done. So very spacious property. 1,240 square. It's a very good cookie cutter. So it's a very good rental market. I will clearly. So you shouldn't have too much problem renting this property within 30 to 45 days of closing escrow. Nice and bright, very light color, good. Walls, even the carpet looks pretty good. All right, not quite open floor plan, but it's not a deal breaker. So they have, it appears that they have all the appliances already in place. You know, very, very good looking, clean, very nothing out of the ordinary. So very, very perhaps very minor repairs, maybe paint a little bit here and there. Could probably several $1,000s out of pocket for you, depending on your situation. Again, we don't know until the inspection report will comes around, but yeah, pretty spacious, and I believe this is the garage. Very, very spacious. Yeah, it is. Extra storage closets, and there's even a storage shed in the back. So for good use. The back side of the house seems to be quite spacious. Okay, and the neighborhood, you know, pretty decent, right? Blue collar neighborhood. Should be like probably a B minus neighborhood. Yeah, just my estimation. So this property is built 1988, and let me see what else. All right, so the monthly gross rent is around 1360. So this seems ideal. And let's look over the rent-o-meter, and I researched the 3-mile radius of the property, 3-bedroom, around this square footage, and there are 25 houses that are being rented currently within a 3-mile radius in the past 12 months. So that tells me this is a very good, consistent rental market for the foreseeable future. So you should have a lot of confidence that your property will be rented over time. All right. So yeah. So if you look at all the similar houses, 1,200 square foot here and there, let's find something similar. See over here, this one a little bit smaller, renting for 1,300 something, and so forth and so on. All right, I'm not going to spend too much time. You can also do this kind of research on your own. Right, so this is a very good cookie cutter home. It's a very good value. Is below market value based on the scenario, And finally, let's look over the pro forma, right? I call it pro forma. You may call it the first year projection. But let's go over the numbers and the listing price of 145. You know, the VA seller always asks for highest and best offer, and the deadline will be in a mere few days. Okay, so you gotta pull the trigger. 5% down, multiplied by 145K. Your down payment is 7,250 plus the closing costs around 3 grand. Everything is approximate, right? This is not a. These numbers are just estimation. So and then your rehab, perhaps the repair that you may have to pay out of pocket. I project it to be 4,000. So plus the closing cost plus down payment equals around a mere 15,000 or in change. So very good value, a high leverage because of the 5% down. The gross rent projection is 1360 per Zillow. So it's a pretty realistic rent projection, 5% vacancy, and minus the these debt service, which is taxes monthly, as you can see, insurance monthly at 8%. We have several property management. Realty Medics is one of the property managers that Jim Gillam's son is handling, and Marilyn Krasinski, also another property manager that I have known for years that can easily rent this property. So we have a great team on the ground in Central Florida that can help you make this a very turnkey, very remote site, remote investing. All right, and let me see what else. Okay, and the other costs, maintenance, 5% factor, small HOA, $16 per month, no big deal. So anyway, so based on the monthly rent, okay, rent to value ratio very good, cap rates very, very good, 7.8%, cash and cash return 21%, very good numbers. So your mortgage is $678 plus your debt service monthly. So your 1360 monthly rent minus all your expenses. At the end of the day, monthly, you have a net cash flow of $261, which is a very, very good number. All right, so all the number looks great. And this property, as I said earlier, will go very, very quickly, very desirable, all the attributes associated with government VA foreclosures. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, please contact me so we can go through our rigorous and stringent telephone investor interview. Thank you so much. This is Seewing Yee. Have a nice day. Goodbye.